Here he is.
Ciao Matteo, come stai?
Amazing, amazing. You know Italian as well, a little bit.
Sì, sì.
See? So, okay, tell me something in Italian.
Compongo la musica classica.
Oh,
Sì. Mi
well,
piace la musica di Matteo Bocelli.
oh,
Uh,
love you. Fantastic.
thanks for inviting me. Thanks for
No, no,
inviting me on the.
it's it's such a pleasure. Thank you for spending, a bit of your time with us, and so we're gonna chat a little bit about, I think, music in general, chasing stars, more focused, and nothing. I mean, it's so exciting. I'm so happy to see you again. It was what? Yeah, we
Pre-COVID,
met
pre-COVID.
pre-COVID.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yeah.
was for my father's concert that we met to Arena.
Yeah, I feel I might have met you before then, but it could have been your brother. I'm not
Yeah,
sure.
my brother.
I was probably
Yes,
your
I think.
brother
Yeah.
actually. Yeah, you're much younger then.
And so yes. And I mean, where are you based now?
I'm based in Bristol in the UK.
Okay, cool.
And are you? Where are you? Are you in Italy?
Yeah, based in Italy. Yes.
Great, great.
Yeah. And I mean, whenever you have to come back.
Yeah, yeah. What's the weather like there at the moment? It's just been raining here for about a month.
Not good. Not
Yeah,
good.
yeah,
I mean, we need some rain sometimes.
yeah, yeah.
But there's so many people that are excited to know a little bit about chasing stars, the making of chasing stars. And I mean, we're probably gonna answer to some question that we're gonna receive in the live chat. Some they send it to me through the direct messages, and I saved them. And so, for example, the first question was how long the process of chasing stars.
The actual writing process, or how long it's taken to be released, because it's taken 5 years. But yeah, the actual writing process, like honestly, it was about 20 minutes until it
Okay.
was finished, because that's how quickly Ed works. Like,
Yeah.
and it actually is that. That's not exaggerated, because I've seen it. Like, it's it's always under 20 minutes. Like
Wow.
15 minutes is kind of crazy, really. Uh, like I'll send him the backing track, and then like 15 minutes later,
Oh my.
like a complete song will just be there, and it will be really good. Yeah,
That's true talent. I mean,
yeah,
you know, I think and I found super super cool the idea of, I mean, I was kind of like born in a little bit in the same atmosphere at home, no, because I was listening to opera, but at the same time I was born in a different generation. I was listening to from Queen to Ed
yeah, yeah,
to,
yeah, yeah.
so it was, I mean, in my head, I had always like a mix of both, pop and classical music. And I mean, I wonder how cool it is to be, part of a writing session between you and your brother where,
Well, they're not in person. I've not done one in person because, yeah, just send them a backing track and then it just comes back.
and I mean,
Yeah,
and for,
but I've seen him write in person though, and it's insanely quick and yeah.
yeah, I mean,
I
but
saw Galway Girl being written and What Do I Know, which I really like. I saw that being written. Possibly some other ones I can't remember, but yeah, it's really amazing. He has to play the guitar when he's doing it. He can't just do it to the track, so he'll often pick it up, and I think he has to be playing the guitar when he's composing. I'm not.
I also
Yeah,
remember the way I received the demo, no? It was your,
the sheet music.
it,
I
yeah,
think I sent you some sheet music as well.
also, yes,
Yeah,
but
and it was really good. I was sent a demo back. This was a couple of years ago, and I was really impressed by you really understood the whole song and everything.
yeah, yeah,
It was really accurate and
you know,
everything.
what
Yeah,
I,
you could tell that you really loved this style of music and really respected it. It was really great.
yeah, I mean, it was, actually, I just tried to interpret the song in the way, in the best way possible. But you know, I don't hide the fact that there was quite a big, you know, like pressure of doing it, because
Oh,
I
it was
mean,
just a demo though.
yeah,
Like,
and also it was funny because in the demo was your brother singing and
yeah,
sort of stopping,
and
so like
his demos aren't really demos though, are they? They're sort of perfect already.
yeah, but you know, once I
So sometimes the guitar will be out of tune because he's doing it so quickly that he doesn't, you know, there's not time to sort of tune the guitar because he needs to get the ideas down or whatever.
but it's the
Uh,
spontaneity, you know, that pays.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, wow, it's crazy. It's wow. But I mean, there are different way of, you know, writing. You know, there's some people that kind of like prepare ideas and then they develop them in, you know, in
yeah,
days. There are some people that are way more instant.
yeah,
Like
intuitive. Yeah, yeah. I think
it's
it's good to sort of try and write in many different ways because you come up with new things you wouldn't have done the way you're doing it normally. Um, like in sort of classical music, collaborating isn't very common at all. Like none of the major composers would have co-written anything with another composer, but when you co-write with someone, it's really sort of inspiring, and you're not just by yourself the whole time.
it's sort of
So
be fun actually to meet. You know, anywhere you want.
yeah, yeah,
You know, we could find, you know, so like
yeah. Practice my Italian with you.
we practice Italian slash we compose.
Yeah, because in classical music, it's mainly written in Italian. So if you've studied classical music, you already know a lot of words already. Some of it's written in German and French as well, but it's mainly written in Italian. So you,
Yeah,
yeah,
a friend of mine, like a few days ago, he was surprised that he didn't know. I mean, he's not much into the music world, and we were abroad. We were like in US, and he was like, "Oh, even here they have. I mean, the music is written in Italian." And it was like, "Yes, I mean, all over the world."
yeah. I work in Hungary quite a lot with the Hungarian orchestras. They obviously speak Hungarian, but because you've got a sort of universal language of sheet music, which is written in Italian, there's no problems at all because you know it's all the sort of tempos and expressions and things. It's all in Italian. They understand that, and I understand that, and they'll be able to play it, etc. So
Wow. So I don't know if I can do it, but also like I would enjoy so much to announce, you know, I mean, Chasing Stars, that I released, you know, 3 days ago is out now. But also there's something special.
oh yeah, I actually forgot until you reminded me. Yeah, no, I honestly forgot about this, which is really bad. But there's actually an orchestral version of it that I've done, which it will be on my YouTube channel. I put it on sort of Premiere, so I uploaded it yesterday, and I think it will have premiered by now. But I completely
I
forgot about that. But yeah.
had of having a pre-listen. How do you say it? Like and it's super beautiful. It's really special.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So this was, as I was saying, yeah, this was recorded in Hungary with the Budapest Scoring Orchestra, who I work with the whole time, and yeah, they did a really amazing job. And with this particular arrangement, I when you've got an orchestra, I always feel bad for certain instrumental sections that never get to do any of the interesting stuff. You know, they're just sort of playing like single notes. So I gave every single section the melody at some point within the arrangement, including the double basses, which is quite hard because they're so low to get the double basses to work. And yeah, yeah. So when I originally wrote the backing track for Chasing Stars, the sort of chords were based on some music by Bach from a keyboard concerto. So in the orchestral arrangement, you can tell this. It actually sort of quotes the sort of pizzicato accompaniment
That's the
So
thing.
anyone that knows those pieces will immediately be like, oh yeah, no, I recognize that. So when we did Amo Soltanto Te for your dad,
Yeah.
that similarly quoted some Monteverdi from one of his operas, using the chord sequences, and there's a sort of cello duet which was originally opera. So it's a trick though.
It's amazing. You know what? Why? Because I think, I mean, as much as we can create today, no,
Yeah.
it's way hard to like. It's so hard to obviously to make. I don't want to say impossible, but because nothing in life is impossible, but to kind of like recreate something more special than what those people did. You know,
Yeah,
those
yeah, we can sort of recontextualize that stuff,
like,
but I think there will be stuff just as great as that now. It's just knowing about it is so difficult because there's so much out there. But I imagine in sort of 100 years' time, people will know about that. So
mhm.
Bach wasn't actually he was sort of forgotten about after he died as a composer. He was sort of more well known as an organist, and if you'd ask who the great composers were at that time, no one would have heard of him. And then he was rediscovered a century later. So there's probably stuff now just as good that we won't know about. Well, we might not know about it at all, but the people in the future will hear about it, hopefully.
You know, I mean, talking to you, Matt, and this is first of all, it's funny because both of us we're Matteo.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
It's super funny. But except this, I think I mean, listening to you, it's super. It's really like interesting, and we should make up.
But you studied, didn't you study in Luca? Was that
Yeah,
you? Yeah. How was that?
forget about that. I mean,
Ah,
you're the real
oh, I don't
like
know. Yeah.
you're the real one that really like go deep in the in the classical studies. I'm a bit I I kind of how do you say give up in the sense that I was playing the piano since the age of 6 7 years old,
Hmm.
and I mean I was enjoying it, but as you know, like when we're kids, unless you don't have like a super big passion for the thing, it's I mean that
Yeah, I think the way it's taught needs to change to reflect the interests of the pupils. So, for example, like pop music isn't very difficult to play on the piano often. Like the melody, you
yeah.
could have a very simple accompaniment, and I'm sure a lot of pupils would love to play their favorite tunes or whatever. But and that would get them into the piano more possibly.
Yeah, but in fact, I mean, I was what was happening actually to me is that I was ending the piano lessons and I was going home, and instead of studying Bach or Mozart,
The
I was
Beatles.
I was exactly
Yeah, yeah.
and it's easy, but it's still it doesn't matter. It's I mean makes you feel good. It makes you get emotional, and at the end, music is about
Yeah,
this.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
It's so that's why at a certain point I decided to completely like focus on singing because I also remember when I was studying home like also piano with like a teacher at the end of the class. I was okay, we did our class, now can you please play for me, and I was singing, so that was quite a sign, no, I mean I
Mm.
wasn't
So were you singing before your voice broke?
sorry. Oh,
Well,
yes, but I mean, what happened is that obviously having I mean, my dad in the family, he was no, no, I won't give you lessons, and
that's always the case. Yeah.
yeah, and so I mean, I was singing my way. I mean, I was singing as everybody does,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
one does, like in a natural way that
And
not
how was it singing "Chasing Stars"? Was it
in chasing.
is that particularly difficult because of the range? Like I
Yeah,
noticed you
I remember
changed the key.
the
Uh,
brother, the one that you made together, was in a different key. Was
was it A? I can't remember.
so now it's B.
Yeah. In the orchestral version, it's in C because that's it's easier for them.
Yeah, but the version of the original version was way higher. I remember it was not like now it's "Don't stop chasing," and before it was like "Don't stop chasing."
Yeah. That was it. Yeah.
Um, yeah, a couple, almost a couple tone up
Yeah.
in your. I mean, Ed, it's fucking amazing in those
Yeah.
falsetto.
I wonder if he'll be able to keep, like, when he's older, whether he'll be able to do that. Like, if he'll be able to sing all of his old songs when he's sort of in his 60s or stuff, because that's going to be really tough, I think. When
I
you,
mean, when he sings in that position, totally 100% yes, he will be able to.
yeah,
You sing in falsetto easily. It's
yeah.
tougher when he has to sing. I don't know, like those no thinking out loud, no, that has those.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, full voice. It's tougher to sing in that way if you don't. And I don't know. Sometimes I even. I mean, I don't have the truth in my hands, obviously, but sometimes my father says like, you have to follow the technique because otherwise, you know.
Yeah, the nodules and everything.
But
Yeah,
but I don't know how believable is, the proper technique in pop, because I mean, yes, my father can do it because he made his own sound in that way, but anybody else is gonna be kind of like weird. So
yeah. I really don't know that much about it, to be honest. So, but yeah, I'm sure both approaches have their merits. So,
yeah, exactly. At the end of the day, the important is that it works and that people get excited. But
yeah, for
then
sure.
when when you won't be able to sing that way anymore, it means that it's time to.
And
um,
how did the rest of the album? Could you tell us about that? How the rest of the album?
yeah, the
Because
the the album.
it's your first album, isn't it? So
My
it's your first time doing this. So what sort of what were the sort of challenges, and did anything go easy? Was anything easier than you expected? Or
It's I mean, you may know better than me because you experienced it, but it's a very most of all I think it's very psychological, the like kind of like the effort in the sense that I've been writing like in the last 3 years, and I collected like almost 100 songs, but then when it comes to select them and to understand if you have like the album ready, it's very. I mean, you're over. I mean, probably today your brother he's not anymore because I mean he did four like not probably like five albums, and so I mean you're kind of used to it. But the first one I think it's I mean it's the first one for everyone, and it's quite tricky, and so I was like overthinking too much probably, but
yeah,
I'm very happy of the results, and I can wait for the
was
album to
it
be out.
was it difficult to choose which ones would make it?
Yeah, because I mean I think that also songs as moments, no.
Yeah,
Um, I think, sorry if I always bring the same example, but I followed a little bit, what your brother shared with the world, and that he was working on an album, then he had to change,
yeah, and the album that
because I
wasn't
mean,
released is really good as well. So
yeah,
I hope we get to hear that.
he was explaining that you cannot go and perform things that in that moment of your life are not. You cannot, particularly like smile and be
Yeah,
excited.
yeah, yeah. It's not authentic. Yeah,
So I think the selection is also about the moment of your life, the things that you're experiencing. And at the end, I think the selection was, a mix of that and a mix of, the songs that you think, I mean, are the best, kind of. And but I mean, I'm very satisfied. And also, I had the pleasure to work with Amy Watch as well.
oh, really? Oh, amazing. Yeah. No, yeah, we known Amy, I don't know, 13 years or possibly more actually. Yeah. She's so lovely, isn't she? She's the same. She can write a song in 10
And
minutes or or whatever. Uh,
no, she's amazing. A couple of songs we written with her and with Jonas. And
with who? With who?
Jonas Marin,
Oh,
uh,
yeah,
and
I don't know that one.
and so yeah, I mean, I had. wonderful time with them. And I mean, I was texting with Amy a few days ago, and we
Oh
organized.
yeah, yeah. She calls me Math, and I thought she might have. Apparently, because she's Welsh, this is a Welsh way of saying Matthew. Apparently, Math. I thought it was just sort of a. I don't know, but yeah,
It's super fun and cute,
yeah,
really.
yeah.
An amazing soul. I mean, they also asked me what was your father's reaction hearing this song for the first time, and I have a funny kind of little story to tell. Is that when my father first heard the song, the first line is, "When I was younger, my father was my hero." And it was like, I like this song
Yeah, yeah.
very, very much. Like a little bit as every artist, no? There's a little bit of ego inside, and when he heard my father was my hero, he was super excited.
Oh yeah, you got. Yeah, yeah.
Be my favorite song in the album.
Oh, that's good to know.
Yeah, no, is was very excited.
And so the production of it's been a few years since I was sort of in touch with everyone. So the production of the song, how did that work out?
Well, honestly, we found a very good chemistry with Parisi
Mhm.
brothers that were also on, for
Yeah,
example,
yeah.
Joker and the Queen.
Oh, were they working on that?
Yeah, so
Oh yeah, I did the string arrangements for that.
I know about it,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
so I loved
Yeah,
it so much.
so with that, I was only, I don't know why, I was only sent like a tiny part of the song that needed the string arrangement. So I'd never actually heard the whole song. And my brother kept talking about it. I was like, I actually don't know this song. I've only heard that one bit with the string arrangement. It's like the first verse and things. I had no idea what that was.
No, it's a lovely song. I mean, that's probably one of the songs I like the most of that album.
Yeah, yeah, that's really nice. They've done it live with strings, which was really nice to see.
Beautiful,
Yeah,
beautiful.
yeah.
So the location of the video, many people asked, was in Lake Garda in Sirmione exactly, and
So where's that? Which county is that?
uh, Lake Garda is in Lombardia.
Uh-huh.
So for people that doesn't know exactly, it's, let's say, close to Milan, just to give it.
Okay, so north.
Yeah, and yes, it was quite a special. I mean, we keep it kind of like simple, the video, but I think it's very emotional, and I think was the best way
Yeah,
to,
I like the violinist playing
yeah,
it. That was cool.
to underline, the beauty of, the melody.
Yeah,
And
Ed actually put in those lines about strings and a bow orchestration in order to get, you know, sort of wrote it in.
it's also cool
It's like you
that
can't not have classical instruments in the background at that point, can you?
it's super cool that we had the idea of, in putting the orchestra in the production in the song. The orchestra comes in the line orchestration.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I think it was fun
Yeah,
just
if you hadn't done that, that would have been wouldn't have made any sense.
no, it was beautiful. I loved it, the idea. What's your favorite lyric from the song? How did you approach making the song your own? I mean, how I approached the song was, and once again, no, not super easy because, by the way, I mean, it's a song written by two incredible talents, and
The problem is when you hear the original trying to imagine a different way of doing it. It's called sort of demoitis. So a lot of record labels, the demo, they listen to it so many times that any changes,
yeah,
they just want it to be how it was originally, even if it was done badly or,
yeah.
or whatever.
And also, what I think is that, I mean, we have this kind of experience, like we receive many demos from people, from composers. And the thing is that even if the songs that we get are written by people that are not artists, but even just composer and, writers, it's, I think I don't want to say that it's impossible, but it's so complicated sometimes to be as strong as them, because people that makes the song, I think they have um like a better way of expressing the song. No, I don't know how to. It's
Yeah, maybe in general, but there are obviously exceptions to this. Like there's certain so for example, sadly in the UK recently, Sinead O'Connor died, and she's recorded "Nothing Compares to You," which is by Prince, but her version is like the sort of the sort of real version of that. So sometimes
yeah,
the,
not all, but let's say for an artist, first approach is not so easy. When you get a demo that is super good, and as you said, you kind of it's not easy also to recreate something original and that works better. Just this.
Yeah, a lot of demos of quite well-known songs have leaked, and you can hear them on YouTube, and they're really, really, really good. Sometimes the voice is like it might be sung by a woman instead of a man. Sometimes the sort of it sort of switches. So there was a Cheryl Cole song, I think, where the demo was sung by a man, possibly, and like you have to change the lyrics when you're changing the genders as well.
Yeah. It's true. But still, even if the gender doesn't change, uh,
Yeah.
I had to, I had to transpose Chasing Stars, at least a couple tone down, because because everyone has his texture, and you cannot just try to replicate something that. I mean, you have different voices. You have to approach the song in a different way,
Yeah, yeah.
and I think that it was,
You didn't want to use Melodyne.
it was too stupid to to replicate. I mean, especially like an artist that
Because
is
you're
unknown.
gonna have to sing it live, so you don't want it to be too difficult,
I
too
had
high.
performed live for the first time Chasing Stars in Belgium, and usually I sing with like Pro Tools, or like not always with live bands, like live musicians. Instead, in that case was everything was live, and
Yeah,
I mean what an experience! It's when you play live, it's so much.
yeah. Were there any harmonies? Did you do any sort of overdubs in your version? I can't remember.
What, so what do you mean?
Did you harmonize any of the like
Just,
the chorus or anything?
just at the end,
Just at
the chorus.
the end. Okay, I'll have to have another listen.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, because it's obviously easy to do live if it's just
yeah. Under.
yeah, yeah.
So we give sometimes I see comments where they say, "Can you please sing a little part?" So I'm quite embarrassed, but I'll try to do my best, Matt. Eh? Just a few lines. When I was younger, my father was my hero. Put me up on his shoulders, we sang to the moon, waterfalls and bells and songs. Autumn, we stop chasing stop chasing stars, chasing stars. Be
Cool. Bravo.
uh,
Yeah, I just remembered hearing the lyrics in the orchestral version. When the lyric, there's obviously no lyrics in the orchestral version, but the part of the melody with the word waterfall in, I have the harp doing a sort of
oh wow.
glissando to sort of sound like a waterfall.
So do you have that in the version you're gonna release?
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Cool, cool.
yeah. What is called word painting. Yeah.
And yeah, I mean it's beautiful. It's love it so much. There's also, I mean, you see the reaction in people that are around you when you make a song. You understand when, and there were so many people that knows me. They were like, "Can't wait for you to release Chasing Stars. I can't wait to have Chasing Stars on Spotify." You know.
Oh, great.
So finally, and like we already reached on YouTube. I think right today 100,000.
Oh, amazing. Oh, congratulations.
You know, for me, it's a good number. I'm super satisfied. Deserves satisfaction.
Yeah,
That really,
yeah. Hopefully we can get more.
yeah, yeah. And once again, I mean, I really hope to be able to see you in person next time.
Yeah. If you're ever in the UK, just let me know. Yeah,
I mean,
it's
we
quite
could do.
easy to get to London.
Yeah. Also, actually, you know what? I mean, I don't know if we can say this in this live streaming, but I'll be in London. I won't say for what, but I'll be in London the 14th of August. So maybe if you're
Cool.
around, we can catch up.
Cool. Yeah. Hopefully. Yeah. Brilliant.
We'll sing Chasing Stars for all the fans that are following us.
Yeah.
Amazing. So, Matt, uh, nothing. Italy, always welcome to you.
Yeah.
So whenever
Yeah, I love Italy, and I love the food and the people and the language. It's a great place.
when I met your brother in
He's
home,
he's learning Italian as well. I
yeah,
don't know if you
but
know that.
you both amazing. You're talented also in learning languages. It's crazy.
Yeah, yeah. He
And
really likes singing in Italian. Uh,
so maybe one day he'll make one song purely in Italian.
yeah, for sure. He'd definitely be up for that. Yeah,
Yeah. So I know you have a place in Italy. So
yeah. He has one. Yeah.
good, good, amazing, Matt.
Cool. Well, it's great. It's great to chat, and congratulations on the success of the song. And I'm look forward to hearing the album when it's out.
Yeah, we will. I keep you posted and